Well, hello. Welcome to the Wall Street Aftermarket Update with Washboard Jim in Vegas. Hello, Vegas. How you doing today? What a day.
Good. What a day. My gosh, so busy today. And we have just about five different stocks we're going to talk about. So, why don't we start?
Yeah,
And hello to all the viewers. Thank you for joining us again. Why don't we start with JAGX?
it's good for me.
Okay. So, JAGX had some news today. And the news was really just a strategic partnership with Knight Therapeutics, which gave them exclusive rights to commercialize Mytesi in Canada, but also in Israel. And you guys know I love Israeli tickers and I love Israeli pharmaceutical companies. So this actually triggered some action on the markets today on this stock, and the stock at the market hours on JAGX had a really, really nice run today. And Jim's going to talk about the chart in a second, but I just want to briefly comment that when the market opened at 9:30, it opened at 110, and the low on the stock during the day was at 92 cents, and it ran as high as $2.50. Traded 47.61 million shares so far. So I'm going to turn it over to Jim now, and he's going to talk about that chart.
It
What do
was
you see there, Jim?
well, one thing that I saw was an easy play first thing this morning, and it caught my attention yesterday after market when it bounced up and hit 125 or right around 124. So when I woke up this morning, I didn't get in it last night, but when I woke up this morning and first thing I did was get right into this thing, and and the thing on the way up it halted on me, and I was just so pleased to get in that halt. So I got out of the halt right around 161, right around here, this first peak, and then it came back and pulled back. And we had a beautiful channel all the way up that's just 10, 20 cent flips all the way up, and then it ran from there and caught grip and ran up to 250. And then we had the same kind of I felt the weakness coming. So the volatility, it will still give us plenty of time to do these little 10, 15 cent flips on the way down. And I think I got stuck in it one time and lost one trade. But out of today, it was just a beautiful play. Getting stuck, I think, in that volatility halt was probably a real good feeling today. It really built my confidence up. It's been a while since I got stuck in a halt going up, and I hit that market and I was out. But yeah, so still keep JAGX on your watch. It has great news. I think the pullback today was healthy. It needed to happen. I mean, it bounced from 45 cents in one day all the way up to 250. That's a major increase. So you have to consolidate. That's why I got out at the halt this morning. So that's NBEV and
No,
Vegas.
that was JAGX. JAGX. That was
Oh, that
JAGX.
was JAGX. Excuse me. Yeah,
That's okay. That's all right.
we got so
The
many of them.
viewers know what you meant to say.
Yeah,
So
JAGX.
that's JAGX. And you know what? I'm still seeing buys after hours here as of 5:40 p.m. Still seeing some buys. I wouldn't be surprised that this could potentially gap up in the morning. And so just keep an eye on it, especially if some of you out there like trading pre-market. This could be an opportunity for you. So, I don't have a position on this anymore. And for those of you that don't that do, I could potentially see a gap up in the morning. So keep a watch. And on to NBEV.
Yes.
So NBEV, we talked about this one yesterday.
Yes, we
And
did.
this is New Age Beverage Corp. And as you guys know, the rumor is that they're looking to, the rumor has been for the last little while that they might have a partnership with Coca-Cola. We don't even know if that's true. They've, I think had some talks, but nothing's been firmed up. Also, NBEV, we talked about yesterday for a swing trade, and we had a position here at $3.86. And that stock ran all the way to 519 today. It opened up market hours at 9:30 at 481. So that was basically a done swing trade because the money was made over share. You got to take your profits, especially like in your day trading. there's nothing wrong with taking profits. But Jim's going to go through the chart in a second, but I just want to mention as well, NBEV is going to be debuting their cannabis product portfolio at the North American Convenience Store Show, which will be actually in Las Vegas, and it's going to be on October the 8th. So in the next, I would say three weeks, 3.5 weeks from now. So they will be at this convention in Vegas, and they're going to basically be debuting their portfolio of cannabis infused beverages. So this is going to be a lot of hype, I think. And I think the fat cats are still buying shares of the stock. I mean, I looked at the block trade report today, and there were still blocks going through. That doesn't mean run out there and buy the stock. I mean, because I don't have a position anymore, and neither does Jim. But we're still watching this because we still like the opportunity that there's still room for the stock. So we may just, day trade it. And, we'll see what happens between now and then. But there is going to be a convention. So mark your calendars down. October 8th is when this NBEV will be in Vegas showcasing the product.
Yep. And what I'm showing now is a 5-day chart. And they did have a $50 million offering the other day, but I think offerings react different ways. In this case, I think it's a positive thing. Although it did sink down for 2 days in a row, we consolidated today right on that 50 SMA. And basically, we called this out yesterday. We felt pretty good about it being a good swing trade, and it was a halfway decent swing trade, and we got out of it first thing this morning. And it pulled back and consolidated very well. And the volume's still green. I think we can get some more bounces up on this. So, yes, I'm very excited about NBEV, and we had a heck of a time playing this on the way up to $10.
Oh yeah, that was fun. That was a fun day.
That was, I mean, it just didn't last in one day. It was a whole week of fun.
Yeah, that was good.
And so we've waited for the consolidation period, and the conference is coming up. You know how stocks move before conference. You want to try to get out of them after the conference, unless they get hit with some real big news. But so that's NBEV.
Okay, and then on to CEI, which is Camber Energy Inc. We know that energy stocks have been also quite popular, and we had a CEI as a swing trade yesterday. Basically, for an overnight trade, we were actually looking for a target of 60 cents. And surprisingly, when the market opened this morning, I mean, this stock had already gapped up. It actually broke the resistance at 50 cents. It opened up at 67 cents, went as high as 74. And I got out of the trade actually myself at 55. So I was happy with that. I should have probably got out sooner. But sometimes you try to put your order to sell and it doesn't go through. So I still made a profit, and that's all I care about is I trade green. Not to say we don't take losses, because we do. But on CEI, happy to have sold it at the price I did, and happy with the results on that overnight pick. I mean, you can't complain. 20-cent gain on a swing trade, and the dollar on NBEV. I mean, can't be complaining on an overnight waking up to money, right?
No, you cannot complain about that. And
No.
and recognizing these breakouts is not easy. But one thing that Vegas and I work on together is share rotation and volume over price. And when we see indications of that happening, that is an indication that maybe we're going to have a trade that we can stick with for a couple of days. So we never take these off of our watch list. And like any other trader or most traders, I know a lot of us are different, but I like to keep watching them over and over again for other opportunities.
Mm-hmm.
So,
Definitely.
yeah, basically this is consolidated after the big breakout from 21 cents up to 74. I mean, wow. And we had this on watch, and we alerted the room. Some of us made some good profit on it. And that's
Yes.
CEI. Keep that on watch.
Okay. And then that's still going after hours at 45 cents.
Yep. Yep.
So keep it
Volume's
on
still
watch.
kicking. Volume's still going. I'm watching the tape right as we speak.
Yep. And SAEX, that one we talked about yesterday. I mean, yesterday that one, an amazing performance.
Yep.
on the stock, and it ran, really high. And, I think close to what, $30 or something, close to that.
How about 32? High yesterday.
Well, there you go. So today, when it opened, I mean, sometimes when it runs really hard like this, that those shorters are waiting for people to sell and then start taking advantage of a shorting opportunity. And you know what? That's exactly what happened today. I mean, the stock opened up this morning at 23.56 during the market hours, and it went as low as 13.18. So, those shorts made good money today. It was their turn to make money. And, there's traders I know that and trade on the way up. And then we know what? When there's a shorting opportunity, they short and make money on the way down. So sometimes there's different ways of making money. And right now, SAEX is trading at 14.31 was the last bid I saw. And it was just only one measly share. So someone's trying to bring it down. But I saw it, the spreads are pretty nasty earlier. So right now the spread looks like about 8 cents, but I don't really see much volume on there after hours. And Jim, any thoughts on that one there?
I think we more or less mentioned this stock yesterday because it was such obvious reasons that we knew it was going to go down today. Because I mean, you go from 7.46 all the way up to $32 within an 8-hour period. What else can what else can you say? So it pulled back, and it did exactly what we said it was going to do. So that was a good call for Vegas NI, and that's SAEX. And I'm still going to be watching this thing tomorrow and see if we can get a little bounce up on it. Maybe
Yeah,
another pullback, a little bitty pullback to $10, and then watch it go up to 12 or something. Consolidate in a little channel. I'm looking for a channel on SAEX.
that's right. So last, but certainly not least, I did get alerted today actually from the scanner. And, we love trade ideas, and, that scanner is great. But, just want to mention APRN popped up, and I thought, let me take a closer look at it. Because Jim called this one yesterday around $1.66, Jim, or 168.
167 in there, 168, 167.
Right. So this one here had some nice volume today on APRN. And the other thing I liked on it too, personally, was that I did see block trades on it. And actually, earlier today, on the actual level 2 tape, there was a block trade at 4:07 p.m. So it wasn't exactly at 4 o'clock, but there was two block trades, one for 72,000 shares at $1.82, and another one for 141,039 shares at $1.82, and they both paid above the ask. So obviously looks like some little fat cats are in here, dibbly dabbling into APRN. I have a position on it at $1.88. So right now I am not in the green as the stock has pulled back. However, that doesn't mean that there's not an opportunity here to swing trade. So I'm actually swing trading this, and want to see what's going to happen with the stock. Again, there's always going to be chatter about, what's coming with the company. Is there news, rumors? Apparently that someone on TV mentioned that, Blue Apron is, positioned, for purchase. What does
Buyout.
that mean? Who knows? People are saying, HelloFresh should buy them. People are saying, another, Costco should buy them since they were showcasing their products at Costco. So, anything, I mean, that's just a rumor. So maybe that's why there's hype. But, I really like watching block trades. And when I see block trades, it really captures my personal attention. So it's not a retail trader in there. So I like what I'm seeing. So we'll see tomorrow what APRN is going to show. But Jim, what does the chart look like to you? What do you see on those charts?
Well, there's a couple things. Apron, right when the IPO came out, I wasn't satisfied with this stock yet. I didn't think they were ready for the market. So I told everybody around me, if you know how to short this sucker. And I mean, it didn't take long before the end of the year. It was down to $4 or $5, and it was mismanaged. They did everything wrong. They tried to restructure right after they come out with their IPO, and you just don't do that. So it sold off. Vegas and I alerted this stock when it was down at $2. About let me change this yearly chart here to a year. And we called this stock right back in on the third month, about the middle of the third month between April, around $2. And we sat there and held this thing for 3 months and watched it run up to $4. Well, fat cats were all jealous because they didn't even get in it, so they started downgrading it. There was another time to short this stock, so I got out of it, took my profit. And then when it hit that $2 again, we got back in it. And look here, right back at that same trend line that I had at the beginning of that last entry I got in, which was about 4 months later. I got back in it and we sold it again around 220, 230. And now it's come back down in history. And yesterday we called it out again at 168, 167. And then I'm hearing about maybe a buyout news, so I'm looking for another bounce on this thing. Back up to that 224 level, 230 level. And that's APRN.
Okay, so, and just before we wrap up the Wall Street update, we just want to mention too that the shipping stocks is to be on your watch, and maybe some of you have traded that already, but the ones that we are looking at are tops and dries, DCIX. Those are the ones, and GLBS. I mean, you should have your own watch list with your shippers listed, and keep an eye on them. A lot of people I know actually traded them today, made money. And then what they did is when it pulled back again, they bought them again. And now they're going to hold on and wait for the next move.
You know what's so
So
cool?
people are trading this on and off.
You know what's so cool
What's
about
cool?
this sector? Is every time this sector starts to bounce, and your fellow traders will alert you that the shipping stocks are getting ready to run. And most of the time they already hit bottom. They know when they're going to start bouncing, and bingo, like tops. I'm always telling people to get out of tops at 130 and wait for that pullback to 115. And I've been trading tops for a long time. And same as dries. And dries would have been a good play if you'd listened to us call that went down at the low last week. So, just keep you a good, like she says, keep you a good watch list, fresh, simple, and clean watch list on shipper stocks, because will have a play out of them every couple times a month.
Exactly. So that's it for today for September 25th. And we hope that you've enjoyed our little commentary. Don't forget that we will have our own separate channel coming up soon. We will announce the details shortly. And we appreciate all the followers and all the comments we've been getting and messages from fans. And if you have anything you want us to check out, please message us below so that we can look at the chart, because we would like to certainly have a chart looked at that interests you guys.
Yeah,
So
and if there's
feel
one that
free
we
to
like, and if there's one we like, we'll post it on our next video.
absolutely. So you guys have a great night. I'm Vegas with Washboard Jim, and we'll talk to you guys tomorrow. Have a great night and a great trading day.
Keep it fresh, keep it simple, and follow my link down below. Vegas is on Stock Twits at Vegas1. You can follow her. I also have my links down here on Stock Twits and Twitter. Hit the subscribe button. I'd like to see more subscribers, and if you like it, hit a positive note. If you don't, you go ahead and hit a negative note. If you have any questions, or if that's basically it. I want everybody to have a great day, and let's knock them out again tomorrow. Have a great day.
Bye, everyone.